food should be as nutritious as it is delicious.
Catherine, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
So you are an amazing chef. I've actually heard from your son firsthand that you create meals that are healthy, delicious, and kid-friendly.
Yes.
And that's a difficult task for a lot of people. So can you give us some tips for people out there who want to create that?
I would love to.
Okay.
Well, first of all, we have 5 kids, so I know firsthand how to feed kids and make healthy, kid-friendly meals that they will love. But what we've done all these years, my husband is a nutrition expert, and he has always been passionate about health. I was just a mom and a cook and loved to cook for my family, but realized very early on when we were raising our children and when we met that food should be as nutritious as it is delicious. And as my husband always says, and it's the byline of my website, you should love the food that loves you back. So the whole idea of the way that I cook is creating recipes that the whole family will love, but I know will love them back because I create those recipes one ingredient at a time, changing things so that it's more nutritious, more wholesome. Anytime, any typical recipe that kids would love, chicken cutlets or pizza or even macaroni and cheese, any of those, they're not what they appear to be. They taste as delicious, but there is so much more to them. And that has been the way that my recipes have built, and ultimately I decided to share them with everybody. But that's the way our family eats.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
So you're taking these favorites that possibly were unhealthy before and making them.
You know, one example is I make a pizza. Kids like cheese pizza, but cheese pizza usually is just a tomato sauce and lots of cheese and white dough. I make my dough with whole wheat pastry flour, so you don't know that it's whole grain, but it has all the fiber and nutrition that it should. And inside the tomato sauce, I hide avocado. You don't know it's there. You don't even see that it's there. But because not only do I have the goodness of the nutrition of the avocado, but then I don't have to use as much cheese. And then there's a little bit of cheese on top. And the kids love it. It's so rich, but they don't know why. It doesn't matter. They love it. And of course, I do that for adults as well, for us, all of us. One cake in particular that I just love. It's a flourless chocolate cake. You know, the kind that's very dark, chocolatey, creamy, almost a molten center. And it tastes that good. It's that wonderful. But the ingredient that's in there that makes it so creamy is also the ingredient that makes it so nutritious. And people have not been able to determine what is it that you put in there. And that's what I want. I want just delicious. They don't know that it's healthy. And the ingredient that I use is black beluga lentils. Pureed lentils.
Wow.
You don't even know they're there, but they add the high quality protein, high fiber, just beautiful nutrition. And talk about loving food that loves you back. You just love this cake. You don't know what, and also it fills you up much more because of the fiber of the lentils. It's just a beautiful thing. And one after the other, those are the kind of recipes that I've always loved, and that my family and my friends and my guests love, not even knowing that they're healthy.
I love that phrase, love the food that loves you back.
Yeah, my husband coined it years ago. And it was so much the way that we ate that we said, let's call it, love the food that loves you back. That should be the byline of my website.
So it seems like health is just a major theme within your family.
Absolutely.
How has that affected your relationships with your husband and your children?
Oh my goodness, it's just the way that we live. And I have to thank my husband for it. He really is passionate about health, has always been. And it's all of us are feeling it, and it's contagious is the word I'm looking for. All of us, you can't help but feel you want to be healthy because it's more fun. You feel more energetic. You enjoy the food that you eat. It's not about feeling deprived. That's the way that we eat. This is the way that we live. Going out for a hike, being active. It's part of our values.
What tips would you have for someone, that mom or dad or even kid who wants to get their family on track?
I think, first of all, it has to be a family thing, eating together, trying to sit around the same table. That's very helpful. And also, my husband has developed a program that's called Nuval, which is in a lot of supermarkets around the nation. And Nuval is a nutrition quality profile. It's a score from 1 to 100 that scores the nutritional quality of a food. Nuval is one helpful tool for you to see, okay, so let me trade up everything in my pantry, whether it be the flour that I use, the bread that I eat, every little thing, the peanut butter that I eat. So I would say to a family, don't try to do it all at once, but try to trade up every ingredient at a time and try to incorporate all these wholesome ingredients in a way that nobody notices at first, and then you really retrain your own taste buds, because then you start to love more wholesome foods, and it's not something, and it happens naturally, but a little bit at a time is what I would say, and together.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. We really appreciate having you here.
Thank you.